It's 1:03 a.m. Deep in the rugged mountains of Michoacan, Mexico, a fleet of CJNG armored vehicles pushes through the night. Their headlights cut across the rocky terrain, beams flashing off steel plating welded crudely onto their trucks. It's not a small convoy, it's a show of force. 35 vehicles, including pickups, reinforced with homemade armor. Cargo trucks packed with weapons and technicals with heavy guns mounted on their roofs. Each one rumbles forward like a piece of a moving fortress, carrying hundreds of cartel fighters. Inside those vehicles, sicarios are armed to the teeth. AK-47s, grenade launchers, belt-fed machine guns, even RPGs resting across their laps. They smoke, laugh, and slap the sides of their trucks as the engines roar. They've been told this route is safe. They believe Mexican army patrols have already been bribed. The path cleared. All they need to do is drive north, deliver their cargo, and flex their dominance over the region. But what they don't know is that every mile of their journey has been tracked. High above the convoy, a US Navy MQ-9 Reaper drone follows silently. Every movement is recorded, every radio signal intercepted. For 3 nights, the convoy has been shadowed from the skies, and waiting on the ground, concealed among the ridges and ravines, are the men of Navy SEAL Team 6. 70 operators, camouflaged, motionless, spread across elevated firing positions with rifles, explosives, and laser designators. For hours, they've lain in silence, watching, waiting for this fleet to roll into the kill zone. The chosen spot is perfect. A narrow valley carved by centuries of erosion, high cliffs on both sides. A road so tight, 2 trucks can barely pass. Once the cartel enters, there will be no turning back, no flanking, no escape. At 1:17 a.m., the first cartel trucks enter the valley. Tires grind over the gravel road. Dust swirls in the headlights. The lead driver radios back. "Ruta limpia, keep moving." More trucks follow, engines growling, the fleet stretching like a steel serpent across the canyon floor. From their concealed positions above, the SEALs watch through night vision scopes. Each target is tagged, marked, and transmitted to the command center. On encrypted channels, a single order repeats: "Hold fire, let them all in." One by one, the trucks creep deeper into the canyon. Gunmen ride exposed in the truck beds, swinging their rifles lazily, as if daring someone to challenge them. They have no idea that dozens of laser dots are already fixed on their vehicles. When the last truck crosses the entry point, the command goes out. "Execute!" The night explodes. Claymore mines buried along the roadside detonate first. A wall of fire and steel rips through the lead vehicles, shredding armor, flipping trucks, throwing cartel gunmen into the air. The convoy halts instantly, chaos erupting as shouts echo through the canyon. From the cliffs above, the SEALs unleash a storm. Suppressed rifles crack in rapid bursts. Tracers slice the darkness. Vehicle tires pop. Engines erupt in flames. Heavy gunners in the truck beds are cut down before they can even swing their weapons around. Then the air joins in. From altitude, the MQ-9 Reaper fires 2 Hellfire missiles. They scream down and smash into the convoy's rear trucks, sealing the exit. Fireballs rise skyward, lighting the canyon in an orange glow. The cartel is trapped. Gunmen scramble for cover, diving into ditches, firing wildly into the cliffs. Bullets spark against rocks, but they can't pin down the SEALs' positions. Operators move in pairs, shifting along the ridges, picking targets with precision. Each burst drops another sicario, rifles falling silent, one after another. The cartel tries to fight back with heavy fire. A technical mounted with a .50 caliber gun rakes the cliffs, chewing into stone. The SEALs respond instantly. A laser designator locks onto the truck, and within seconds, a guided bomb from a circling FA-18 Hornet obliterates it in a blinding flash. The canyon shakes. The gun is gone. Minutes stretch into an onslaught. RPGs fly upward toward the cliffs, exploding harmlessly against the rocks. SEAL snipers calmly return fire, dropping the RPG teams one by one. The convoy's center erupts in confusion as survivors stumble between burning trucks, radios filled with static from US jammers. There is no way out. At 1:29 a.m., less than 12 minutes after the ambush began, half the fleet is destroyed. Fires burn so hot they turn the night into daylight. The smell of fuel and burning rubber chokes the valley. Still, some sicarios refuse to quit. Small squads rally behind surviving vehicles, spraying gunfire at the cliffs. Trying to push forward through the kill zone, the SEALs tighten the noose. Grenades roll down from above, detonating among the clustered gunmen. Precision bursts from SCAR rifles finish the survivors. On the command channel, the order is clear. Sweep, nothing leaves. By 1:41 a.m., the battle is finished. 14 minutes from the first explosion, the fleet is gone. 35 vehicles reduced to burning husks. Over 120 cartel fighters dead or captured. Not a single SEAL lost. The operators descend from the cliffs, rifles raised, clearing the wreckage. Prisoners are zip-tied, weapons seized, cargo secured. The haul is staggering. Tons of narcotics, crates of military-grade rifles, even shoulder-fired missiles. Proof that the CJNG was arming itself like an army. Proof that tonight's mission was not just about drugs, but power. As the flames die down, helicopters thunder overhead. Black Hawks sweep in low, rotors chopping the smoky air, extracting prisoners and cargo. Drone feeds continue to scan the horizon, ensuring no reinforcements are on the way. By 3:00 a.m., the battlefield is empty. The canyon returns to silence, but it is not the same. It is littered with wreckage, twisted steel, blackened craters, and shattered weapons. A graveyard of a cartel fleet that thought it was untouchable. Hours later, the world knows. Images of the destroyed convoy spread across headlines. US Navy SEALs ambush CJNG convoy. Entire fleet wiped out. In Mexico, the shock is immediate. The cartel's power is shaken. Their myth of invincibility cracked wide open. In Washington, officials hail the mission as a success. Precise, overwhelming, and decisive. For the men who were there, the memory is unforgettable. The wait in the dark, the first explosions, the thunder of airstrikes, and the sight of a cartel's armored fleet burning, crushed in minutes by the full weight of America's most elite warriors. The message is clear. The US doesn't just watch. It waits. It plans. And when the time comes, it strikes with absolute force. And when that strike lands, nothing survives.